presented by DirecTV.
Start of the third quarter.
And certainly turnovers a part of that opening half. You see the 2 takeaways for the Cowboys, cashing in on 7 points. And 3 sacks of Matt Ryan, who came into the game having not been sacked in 17 quarters of play. Felix Jones will take a knee. And let's check in downstairs with Pam Oliver.
There were a whole bunch of smiling Cowboys, Tom, as they went into the locker room. Tony Romo, Wade Phillips had the biggest grins. I asked Wade what's going on with the defensive line, getting all that pressure. He said he challenged them to act like last year's defense when they led the league in sacks. I asked Mike Smith what's happening. He says we've just got to block better. They're not showing anything we haven't seen before. Hated that touchdown before the half, but he also said that's just football. Back to you.
And thanks so much. So Romo and the dazzling second quarter gets the ball to begin the second half with a 10-point lead. He comes out throwing. They pick up the blitz, and it's complete out to the 27-yard line. To Martellus Bennett, his 3rd catch.
See the other scores around the league.
Yeah, Atlanta comes right out, and they try to get pressure on Tony Romo with a secondary blitz, and Chevis Jackson and Marion Barber's able to pick that up. And
enjoy the game.
You know, Atlanta, they're in that first half doing a lot of things that they just have not done in the early part of this year. I mean, they've done a good job protecting Matt Ryan. They've done a good job of protecting the football, and they didn't do either of those things well in the first 30 minutes.
Well, it looks like a player injured on the field as timeout is called, with Dallas leading 17-7. And you know, you got to wonder if Atlanta now is able to make some of the changes as far as, you know, making an adjustment offensively to counter all that pressure to the Cowboy defense.
Troy Aikman's team, the Dallas Cowboys.
This drive right here is very important for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked about it going in at half. They gave up the touchdown. Now Dallas gets the ball right back to start this second half, and it's going to be important as far as really setting the tempo now for the second half and being able to get something back themselves to make a stop here on this possession defensively.
Talked about the Cowboys feeling how important this game was. I mean, Troy, if we heard it once, we heard it 5, 6, 7 times in our meeting with the Cowboy players and coaches a couple of days ago, trying to get off to this 4-2 start rather than 3-3.
And I think, you know, you look at it, and they've had a bye week, and so they've been able to correct a lot of things and really try to see where they are as a team and what they needed to do to recapture some of the confidence that has been somewhat shaken through this year.
Timeout, by the way, charged to the Falcons. That's why we got to stop it to play. And that's a carry by Marion Barber, good enough for a first down.
I know Dallas came into this game feeling that with 3 healthy running backs, they would be able to run the football. That really did not happen in the first half. They moved the ball because of the job that the offensive line did in protecting Tony Romo, and that he's having a hot day. There's a perception around the league that Tony Romo is having a bad year, and that's not the case at all. When you look at 2 of the games this year are 2 of his career best in terms of yardage.
First down throw, Romo right on the money, and the catch is made by Miles Austin out to the 45-yard line, another first down.
Good job on the outside, one-on-one, and Romo playing with a lot of confidence right now. I think to go back to what I was saying is that, you know, this is a football team. Hasn't always been the case. It is the case around the league, but when Tony Romo doesn't play well, this team doesn't win. It's that simple. So he's not afforded the luxury of winning games by relying on his defense or his running game.
Marion Barber nowhere to go on first down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, tripped up by Lofton, and had some help from Eric Coleman.
And when Tony Romo has played well, this team has won. And when he's played bad, well, they've lost. And he's played well 3 times this year, and they're 3-2.
And really, you cannot argue with 44 games started as a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. And I know there are those that will say, well, he hadn't won in the playoffs yet, and that is true. But as a starting quarterback, he is 30-14, which is the 4th best record for 44 starts among all Super Bowl era quarterbacks. That's trailing only Kurt Warner, Ben Roethlisberger, and Tom Brady. Incomplete and penalty flag on the play.
It's on the defense.
Flag is in the backfield.
Illegal shift, offense, 2 men moving. Penalty is declined, 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 10 rather than 2nd and 15.
You know, Tom, I think to follow up on your point, I think somewhere along the line for a team that has not won in postseason in quite some time, the expectations got awfully high. And the reason they got high is because they had Tony Romo playing quarterback, and now he, in a lot of ways, is victimized by those expectations that he helped create. And yet, he'll be the first to say that, you know, there are times when he needs to play better if this team's going to achieve, you know, what they certainly feel they're capable of.
3rd and 10, and he is sacked back to the 37-yard line. On the blitz, it was Thomas DeCoud.
Yeah, you're going to see a whole sellout here. I mean, here they come. They're coming off the edges, and they're just selling out with everybody and just trying to get some pressure here on Tony Romo. No safety in the middle of the field, one-on-one across the board. And that ball's just got to come out. You don't have enough blockers to give him time.
So as you mentioned, a very important opening series for the Atlanta defense. And the Falcons come up with a stop. Weems at the 14, dropped right there. Great coverage by Patrick Watkins. Matt Ryan and company get it for the first time.
It's the beginning of the second half for the Cowboys. Thomas DeCoud stops Cowboys from getting the first down. So then say bye for now. Bye!